Hey guys, what's up? Thanks so much for stopping by. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all of my favorites from the last month. I'm actually combining like one or two lifestyle, mainly like TV show favorites from December as well, just because I didn't get to do a December favorites because I did a yearly favorites and I just felt like it would be too much because my yearly favorites was already real long. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. I'm going to start off with two K-beauty products. If you guys caught, I think sometime maybe like 2 weeks ago, I did do a Yes Style haul. That's pretty much the main site that I order a lot of my Creme cosmetics. And let me tell you, this blush just swept me off my feet right away. This is from the brand Naming. It's actually my very first time at trying anything from this line, but after trying out this blush, I may or may not have already placed another order for more products from this line, specifically more shades of this blush. So this is their Naming Playful Cream Blush. I have mine in the shade Benevolent, and I just love this formula so much. Now, before this one, I was constantly raving about the Holika Holika Lumi Cheek Nude Drop, which I do still love, but I really find that to be more of a blush and highlighter in one, almost just like a glossy topper. It is amazing on its own, but on days whenever I'm not really looking to look too glassy and dewy, this is what I go for because not only is it beautiful and just foolproof, it is so incredibly long wearing. So it is the blush that I'm wearing today. I just went in with a tiny bit though, so you can definitely go in and amp up the pigmentation even more. It's a little bit stiffer when you first touch it, but once the warmth of your finger really starts to warm up the product, it just glides on beautifully. You can use your finger and tap it in, a brush or a sponge. Honestly, any method works, and it's just such a great product. I can't wait to get the other shades in just because I haven't been able to stop using this blush. It's like the only blush I grab for in my drawer every single day. And then the one other K-beauty product I have here, this is from the brand I'm Mimi. This is their All About Contouring. I have mine in the shade 1. So as you can see, there's just 4 little quadrants in here. You have mainly like neutral to cooler tone shades. I've mentioned this many times in the past, but I'm just not someone who really contours my nose too often. I get like really paranoid about it. I'm like double checking the mirror over and over again. Okay, does it look like I just like grabbed some bronzer and went like this, which I'm not gonna lie, whenever I look at the playback screen right now, I'm kind of like, it's kind of giving me those vibes, but then in the mirror, it looks okay. I guess I'll find out when I'm editing, but I just find that this bronzer is very forgiving. It's a very soft and silky powder, so it doesn't get like muddy. It doesn't latch onto the skin to where you're really having to go in with your brush and blend it out to the point where you feel like you're shifting your foundation underneath. It's just more of, I don't want to say sheer, but it's just like a less pigmented bronzer. I realize it's total simple packaging, but the packaging of both of these, I just really like. A mascara combo. If you guys follow me over on IG stories, and in fact, I think in my recent What's New at the Drugstore video, I did give a shout out to the Maybelline Sky High Lash Sensational Mascara. Again, apparently this went viral on TikTok. Call me a granny, but I don't have TikTok on my phone. My friends will send me TikToks here and there and I watch them, but it's just not something that I really ever watch. I guess I'm behind on the times, but I guess this went crazy on TikTok. I had mentioned that I used to be a Maybelline mascara queen. That was the only brand I ever purchased. But then once I tried out the Essence Lash Princess in waterproof, it was just hard to pull away from this mascara because nothing was really holding my straight and stubborn lashes quite as well as this one. But then whenever I tried out the Sky High, I had mentioned how it's a formula that's perfect right off the bat. A lot of times with a mascara, I'll go in and like really pump some air into it just because if you have straight and stubborn lashes, you know what I mean. If any formula is even just slightly too wet, it instantly just pulls your lashes down, even if it's a waterproof formula. The Sky High is just perfect right out the doors. But I had mentioned that I just don't find that I get the volume from this that I do with the Lash Princess. So what I've been doing is applying a generous coat of the Essence Lash Princess and then just one thin coat of the Sky High. And this really does just give the length and it truly does hold my curl. I'm someone who typically always wears falsies, fake lashes. What am I trying to say? Falsies. I was saying like faux lashes, but I'm like, when do I ever say faux lashes? But I am someone who typically always wears falsies on camera just because I do have just thinner, pitiful lashes. They need all the help they can get. With the combo of these two, I mean, I'm pretty proud of those. I realize they're still really tiny. You're probably like zooming in your screen like, where are these lashes that she's talking about? But for me, y'all, they look real long. I actually didn't apply this product today and I really wish that I would have. I should insert a demo, but that would mean like washing my face and redoing my makeup. I've been using this every day, but I had Pilates this morning and I just went in with a quick tinted moisturizer, so I didn't have time to apply this, but I will show it in an upcoming video. This is the Marc Jacobs Undercover Perfecting Coconut Eye Primer in 32 Visible. Oh, I think there may be like skin tone versions of this primer as well. To be completely honest, this was hiding in the back of my drawer for, I mean, months and months and months. I had completely forgotten about this. For whatever reason, I was like, you know what? I kind of want to apply some of this onto my under eyes. I've been complaining a lot about the fine lines and wrinkles going on my under eyes lately. I like to get just, I mean, the tiniest little dot of this under each eye, tap it in, but still leave it to where it's not fully soaked in yet, just allow it to get a little bit thicker, and then I begin patting it in. And it truly just works a blurring primer for my under eyes. But the thing is, it's nice because it's not too thick. I really just like the way that my concealer and everything applies on top of this. I haven't applied it onto my actual eyeballs at all. I have a different primer for that, but for my under eyes, this formula is really nice. So if you happen to have it in your collection and you were neglecting it like myself, and you feel like your under eyes are looking real creasy, like me, that would make me feel good too, to know that I'm not alone. Give this combo a try. It's really good. Okay, moving on, I have several, or not several, I guess 2 different liner products. First up, the eyeliner that is going on the upper lash line. These are new liners from Too Faced. They are the Killer Liner Total Control 36-Hour Waterproof Eyeliner. This is the color I have on. Killer Gingerbread. They released some bomb colors in this line. There's an amazing olive green, a dark chestnut brown, this kind of orangey one. Then on my waterline, I have Killer Cashmere. These glide right on, but I find them to be way longer wearing than the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Liner pencils. While those pencils are amazing, I don't find that they last on my waterline very long. They do great on my actual eyelids or lower, my under eyes. But whenever it comes to like my tight line and my waterline, I always notice that those transfer more than even some of my drugstore liners. These do not budge. And this gingerbread color, I just love. I typically don't go for a color like this on my upper lash line, but I don't know, I kind of like the look. I've been really liking this whole minimal vibe lately, and this is just a really nice formula. And then the other pencil product I wanted to mention, these are the new lip liners from Persona Cosmetics. I've mainly been using the shades Almond and Rosewood. Dusk is really nice, and then I think there was 2 deeper shades as well. I included those in my giveaways drawer though, but Rosewood and Almond are so good. Rosewood is what I have all over my lips today. I typically like a little bit of a stiffer lip pencil, especially whenever it comes to these pencil formulas. I've mentioned this in the past. Typically with like a retractable pencil, the product is almost so creamy, which yes, it feels nice, but creamier lip pencils tend to fade off a lot faster than like a drier formula like the MAC lip liners or the NYX, like the original wooden lip pencil liners. Those I just find to last on my lips a lot longer. Obviously they don't glide across quite as nicely just because they're not as emollient. However, these are super emollient, so creamy, glide right on, but they still do a great job of lasting on the lips for hours and hours. So as I mentioned, I have Rosewood just lined and filled my lips, and then just to add some gloss on top, I went in with one of her new shades. This one is called Marrakesh. I love her glosses. They're incredibly glossy, but there is 0 stickiness to these. They do have a scent, kind of very reminiscent to MAC, maybe a little bit more of like a creamier vanilla. I typically am not crazy about super bakery type of scents, but it's not super strong. It dissipates pretty quickly. I have been really into dip nails. Right now I have Dashing Diva nail stickers on. I talk about these all the time. I love them. I typically stick to the Rebel nail dip powder. That was just the first set that I ever purchased. So I was just constantly buying shades from them. For whatever reason, I think I searched like dip powder nails on Instagram, and holy cow, that whole community is insane. There are so many different indie brands. So I found this brand called Maniboss, and she created this amazing glitter called Heart and Soul. I'll go ahead and insert a photo of the mani that I had on. I layered it with like a red polish and then a white polish as well, but even if you just went strictly with just the glitter and then a clear top coat on top, it would be so cute. Obviously, dip powder does take longer than just a typical manicure, but I feel like it's worth it just because the amount of wear time that you get from the final product is just so nice. It doesn't matter how much I wash my hands or anything, they just last on my nails. Okay, I have one skincare product and then some hair care products. This is another product that I mentioned in that K-Beauty haul. Okay, so I said I was gonna finish my Laneige Cream Skin. I have like this much left. I am gonna finish it because I still adore that toner, but holy crap. This is freaking incredible. This is the Goku, or wait, it's Hado Labo Goku. It's their hydrating lotion. Basically, it's full of all different types of hyaluronic acids. I didn't realize there were multiple kinds. I actually sent the ingredient list to my friend who's an esthetician, and she was like, wow, I definitely want to check it out. So I do want to order a bottle for her as well. Whether you have dry skin, oily skin, sensitive skin, aging skin, young skin, if you love just really hydrating products, you love hyaluronic acid, this will be the only hyaluronic acid I purchase from here on out. Obviously, if I get some products or if something like really new and exciting comes out, then I probably will try it. It's just a skincare product I love. But I've never used one as just hydrating as this product. I noticed a difference like overnight just on how plump and supple my skin felt. It's incredible. There's actually an intense version of this as well. I am curious, but at the same time, I'm like, but I'm so happy with this. Like, how much better could that one truly be? But I probably will give it a shot after this one. It's incredibly liquidy, but once you get it in your hands, you'll realize you don't need that much because it just spreads like no other. It's amazing. I just love it. I don't know what else to say about it. It's really, really good. Okay, now quickly, some hair care products. This is a new line to me. They reached out on Instagram and asked if they could send a few things. I have so much hair care in my collection, it's ridiculous. I always get asked what shampoo and conditioner I use. I think the key for me is I really have to rotate. I noticed that even like with one of my all-time favorite shampoos and conditioner, which is the Davines Love line, I love that stuff, but after like 3 weeks, I just feel like my hair doesn't look quite as good, so I have to switch it up, and I really do feel like that's key for me. So the shampoo and conditioner that I've been using for the last several weeks is from the brand Fanola. If you have, I think that's how you say it, Fanola, I'm not quite sure. If you have blonde hair, you've probably heard of this line before because I've heard that they're very, very well known for their purple shampoo. Obviously, I don't have a need for purple shampoo these days, but they sent over several products. One of them was the Volumizing shampoo and conditioner. I typically don't go for volumizing shampoos and conditioners just because in order to get that volume, they kind of like strip your hair down and it just leaves my hair feeling dry. However, I didn't notice that with the shampoo. The conditioner isn't quite as drying as some other volumizing conditioners that I've tried in the past, but it's just not my favorite. But the shampoo I love. I've been trying to figure out the scent, and the closest thing that I can compare it to is the Bath & Body Works Sweet Pea line, just a kind of sugary, sweet, but still floral type of scent. This is just a really nice high lather shampoo. It does a great job of just really spreading even throughout like the length and thickness that I have. I really only have to go in with a pea-sized amount, and you're gonna think I'm lame, but I love how this bottle opens. Typically, you know, shampoo bottles, you click it like this and it opens and closes, but this one you have to push and then pull up. It's the little things. So shampoo is really good. Conditioner, kind of so-so about, but this conditioner, this is their Restructuring mask. This comes from their NutriCare line. The only, it's not even fully negative, it's just, I think there are definitely people out there that would smell this and be like, no, it's not for me. It kind of smells like vanilla Greek yogurt. It just has that tartness of a Greek yogurt, but there is like a subtle vanilla type of scent to it. And I think it's because I'm pretty sure I read it was like the milk proteins in here. Oh yeah, okay. Rich in milk proteins, carries out a nourishing and detangling action, making hair soft and easy to comb. After I shampoo, I'll go in and I'll slap this in my head, and then I'll take time to just really exfoliate my body, shave my legs, shave my pits, ya lady bits, and then just really let this soak in. And I'm not saying I've never used another conditioning mask that doesn't make my hair like quite as just like detangled, but I could truly just not even bother with a brush after, and I would easily be able to run all my fingers through my hair with zero tangles. It just makes my hair so soft and silky. I don't know how much it does for shine. Like, I definitely feel like I've used other products where I get more shine, but whenever it just comes to the actual feel of my hair, wow, really, really impressed by this. I adore the Davines Love Deep Conditioning Mask, but I think I might like this one more. And that's a lot because I love the Love line, but this is really good. Definitely worth checking out. This next product y'all are probably gonna judge me, but if you are someone who suffers from migraines that tend to just start like right behind your eyes, or even if you have like allergy issues, if you're a monster like me and rub your eyes like crazy, or you're just constantly on your phone, your computer. I mean, that's so many of us these days. I know a lot of people are working remote, not everyone, but a lot of us are in front of a screen. I invested in this on Amazon. I want to say it was on sale. Whenever I ordered it, I think it was in the 50s. I think it's typically in the $60 to $70 range. This is the Renfro Eye Mask Eye Massager, and I have no regrets. Whenever I first opened it, I was like, is this stupid? Am I gonna have buyer's remorse? But I love this thing. So it does come with a charger. It does have Bluetooth capabilities. It plays its own music as well, but the music, it's really weird. It's like birds chirping and babbling brooks. Not really my vibe. You know what? I haven't even connected it to Bluetooth because typically whenever I put this on, I'm just laying on the couch and I don't really feel like listening to anything. So I can't really vouch for the sound quality. I mean, the music that it plays on its own, which does have an off or mute option, it sounds loud and clear, so I'm sure it would work great with your Bluetooth on your phone, but I mainly just use it for the heat and the massaging concept. It feels so nice. So it's just padded on the inside. It does have this adjustable strap. You can go through and customize it how you want, where you could like just do vibrations, just do heat, just do massage, or do all three. I'm not crazy about the vibration. I just love the air pressure massage and then the heat. It is kind of loud, but if you were to go in and put in AirPods, I think you would be fine. So there's different little massages that it does. It'll start at your temples and it'll just kind of massage on your temples. Then it slowly starts to do little movements where it gets closer and closer to the inner corners of your eyes, kind of pushes on the inner corners of your eyes, pushes on your eyes, rubs around your eyes. It feels so, so good. I love this thing. If you're someone, like I said, that's prone to headaches, especially that start right behind your eyeballs, I do think this would be worth checking into, because I know there's so many times where I get those little rice eye masks and heat them up and just like, I'm sitting here pushing my own weight on them. With this, you get a massage and you don't gotta touch anything. Okay, so now quickly going over a few other lifestyle favorites. The book that I actually read 3 books in December. We went home to Florida for Christmas and I just vegged out and read book after book. It was so nice. It's called When I Was You by Amber Garza. Honestly, the entire vibe of it reminds me a lot of the show You with Dan Humphries, but a mom version of that. So it's about this woman named Kelly who's an empty nester. Her son went off to college about a year ago. Her husband works out of town and I think he comes back in and out of town maybe like once or twice a month. So she's just kind of figuring out herself again, just her identity of not really being a hands-on mom anymore, just because both her husband and her son are gone. Well, one morning she receives a call from her pediatrician's office saying that her son has a new baby checkup. She's confused because obviously her son's been off to college for a year now, but this woman has the same exact name. She lives in a smaller town, so she's just kind of wondering how she's never heard of this woman before. So she ends up driving to the pediatrician's office and kind of stalks this girl. They just form a weird kind of obsessive friendship. It's just a thriller like the show You, and there's twists and turns. Some of it is predictable, but it was still really entertaining. I read it in less than 24 hours. Remember the whole like Girl on a Train, what's that other one? Gone Girl. That whole genre, you would love this one. Domestic type of thrillers with like a sprinkle of creepy Lifetime obsession. It was a good book. Oh, I guess I will just quickly mention this. If you are curious, a book that I'm currently reading is called Sometimes I Lie by Alice Feeney. It says international bestseller. I've been ordering a lot of my books from thrift books. So if you're wondering, oh, I didn't steal this from the library. I guess they just like recycle books from the library and you can buy books for super, super cheap. This isn't sponsored. It's just a site that I've been loving to purchase books from. And then the very final two things that I want to talk about, I realized this first show I'm so late on, but Yellowstone. I binged the mess out of that over Christmas. I think I finished it mid-January. I couldn't stop watching it to the point I miss it so much that I listened to the Yellowstone playlist, or one of them, on Spotify. The song Keep the Wolves Away by Uncle Lucius, that's another monthly favorite. That song's been on repeat nonstop for me. Whenever I mentioned it on IG stories, a lot of you guys were asking me where I watch it on. It's on Peacock. I know it originally debuted on the Paramount channel, but is it 3 or 4 seasons? I think 3 seasons are on the Peacock platform. It's amazing. Watch it. Trust me, you will love it. And then the other show is called The Wilds. That one is on Amazon Prime. I got my friend Laura to watch it. I told her, I was like, you have to hang through the first episode because With the first episode, acting is so incredibly cheesy, but once you get past the first episode, it is so good. It's kind of like Lost meets Lord of the Flies meets some sort of teen girl soap opera type of show. They did renew for a second season. Let me know what you think. If you've watched those shows already, don't leave spoilers, but just tell me your thoughts about the shows down below, who your very favorite character is. What is a good show? What are you guys currently watching? The last show that I watched or finished was Bling Empire on Netflix. It's kind of like Real Housewives meets Crazy Rich Asians. It's a reality show. It was good, but ever since Yellowstone, nothing is really giving me that satisfaction. I did watch Bridgerton as well. Thanks so much for hanging out. If you haven't already, I would love if you subscribe. That way we can hang out in my next video. And yeah, I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.